Hi, I'm psychologist Dr. Rich O'Neill with this week's Checkup from the Neck Up. The perfect is the enemy of the good, or charging through our obsessing. Well, folks, do you ever have trouble making up your mind? Just the other day, I had a free hour, and sat down to write this week's Checkup from the Neck Up, but I just could not decide what to write. So, hour's up. My secretary says, my client's here, and in the waiting room is pro football quarterback Brett Favre in uniform, but with a Minnesota Vikings jersey up top and New York Jets tights. So, in he comes and says, remember when I came in last year, Doc, and was having trouble deciding whether to hang up my spikes and retire? Sure do, Brett. But I'm a little confused. Didn't you play for the Jets last year, and don't you play for the Vikings now? You got it, Nick. So why the Vikings jersey up top and the Jets pants? What's the prob, Fav? Doc, I can't decide if I should play for the Vikings this weekend or quit and see if I can play for the Jets. I like that team too. I kind of hoped you'd tell me what to do. Sorry, Mr. QB, but I got enough problems of my own deciding how to live my life. However, I certainly know how you feel. I just spent the last hour trying to decide what to write for my checkup from the neck up. It is painful, isn't it, not being able to decide? Wow. Doc, you know what? Just taking the chance to say this out loud and hearing somebody else, you, have the same kind of problem, I'm feeling better already. And I'm staying Vikings. And hey, Doc, why don't you write about us, talking about how hard it is to decide what to do sometimes? Great idea, Bretsky, and how it doesn't really matter how it works out after you decide too much and whether you get the touchdown or not. Yeah, Doc, just being totally in the game is what really wins, whatever game you're playing. Yeah, Brett, football or retirement or whatever. But Doc, just tell me one more thing before I go. I'm worried that my butt looks too big in my Vikings tights compared with these Jets tights. Should I wear these with the Vikings jersey this weekend? Bretsky, do you ever worry if your butt looks too big when you're charging for the end zone? No. Oh, I get it, Necky. Vikings all the way. Good luck in the game, Brett. And good luck throwing ourselves into our game, dear listeners. Or now that we're on YouTube, maybe I should say dear viewers, or maybe dear tuner-inners to cover both bases. Well, I'm Dr. Rich, the sometimes overthinker O'Neill. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.